Banff is the most popular national park in all of Canada, with over 4 million visitors per year. For the next 48 hours, we're going to be exploring this beautiful national park to figure out what makes it so popular.
I can't believe we're here right now. This is unreal. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. from the Lake Louise overflow parking lot. We got in here about 10:30 last night. We're about to head over to the parking ride so we can catch a shuttle to Lake Moraine. We're a little early. The road doesn't open till 6 and it is 5:45.
Let's go. We're the first ones on the bus.
Let's be the
This
first.
one leaves at 7, or a quarter to 7.
The Lake Moraine Road is closed for personal vehicles. The shuttle does reservations 2 days prior at 8 a.m. We got on right at 8 a.m. and they filled up immediately. The shuttle was about $9 a person, $8 a person plus tax.
All the lakes in this area get this unique color because of glaciation, which is the rock flour that comes from the erosion of the glaciers.
The sun is coming up on the rocks back there and the crowds are starting to get bigger and bigger slowly as the day goes on. We might check out Lake Louise later, but right now we're doing a nice hike along the lake shore.
It is chilly out. This is our first meal of the day, PB&Js.
Half of our backpack is filled with snacks.
We gotta keep that hanger low, you know?
Goodness gracious, I think I need to go for a run. I'm so cold right now.
No.
Holy cow, no. This lake comes with a lot of expectations. One thing I was not expecting was the fresh smell of tree sap. The piney smell is just so strong. It permeates through the air all around you and it just makes the hike so enjoyable. Adds an element of forestry to this beautiful world-renowned lake.
Finally, the sun. It feels so good.
Bella, sit. Good girl. Yeah, you know you wouldn't forget about you. Oh, yeah.
We are back in the van so that we could take care of Bella, let her outside. We spent about 4, almost 5 hours at the lake walking around, taking in the sights. The canoes were 160 per hour, so it's too cold to be out in the water anyway. Tomorrow we might paddleboard though on Lake Louise, so we're looking forward to that. We'll walk Bella, give her a little potty break, and Denise, you gonna make some food or?
If I can get out of bed, I immediately curled up under the blankets. I'm still cold, but the sun is coming out. It's going to be much warmer when we go to Lake Louise. Time to go. Thank you, sir. We have made it here. We are finally at Lake Louise, and we're also going to do the Beehive Trail. And it is gorgeous. This view. The hike.
It's steep, eh?
Yeah, it is steep. We are out of shape. On all trails, I believe it says it is a hard hike. I'd say it's doable. You just push through. I honestly did not think we were so close to the end. It wasn't too bad. It is steep. Keep that in mind. Have the right shoes, have water, have all that.
The footing's fine, right?
Yeah, people of all levels are definitely hiking this trail.
We're so close. We're almost there. I didn't know we'd be greeted with a waterfall too, did you?
No, I had no idea there was a waterfall.
Oh, my shoes are getting soaked.
My turn. You needed that because this is the final stretch.
The hike ain't over. Look at you showing out, going backwards. You working different muscles?
Yeah. It is so cute. Oh my gosh. You have the view of the lake right here. Incredible.
Most of the time you do a hike and you don't get any kind of payoff besides the view. Here at the end of the hike you get a view and a restaurant. Solid chai.
The people who work here are usually university students or recent graduates, and in order to get to this job, they work here all summer long, and they will go up the same trail that we took to get here 2 to 4 times a week.
There's no electricity, running water, or Wi-Fi up here. It's really sunny out, but since we're so high in elevation, it's actually kind of cool, right?
Keep in mind that this tea house closes at 4. It says it closes at 5 online, but I've heard it closes at 4 actually, so just be prepared for that. A pot of tea was $15. We got the masala chai. Something you can do, you can ask them if they need any trash brought down. It's a small bag, and it's just something you can do to say thank you, because, you know, they're gonna have to haul that all down by themselves. A good deed for the day. One of the most scenic outhouses I've ever used. BRB. 2-for-1 lakes. We got the beauty, Lake Louise, and her sis is right here, Mirror Lake, chilling, hanging out. Beautiful view, and it's only gonna get better. Someone showed us some photos they got. Mwah. The tea house gave me some energy. I think it did make my legs stiffen up a bit, so I'm gonna have to warm them up again. We gotta keep it going so we can get back to the animals. This is absolutely beautiful. This water is incredible. We both thought that we were getting away from the water and we wouldn't get views like this, but look at this. You can't beat this.
Nope.
And you can also see the hotel. Banff has over 1,600 kilometers of hiking trails. You could actually walk to San Francisco before you have explored all the different hiking trails here. And I can see that because we have just barely touched the tip of the, like, a little bit of the amazing, immense trails here. And I know it just goes on and on forever.
I mean, look at that valley behind her. We
are on Little Beehive right now. We were gonna go to Big Beehive, but we gotta get back to those animals. We are itching to get back to them. We're gonna head down. Good morning, everyone. We are once again up at 5 a.m. I am so proud of us. Very impressed. We thought we were gonna go to Lake Louise this morning, but we've changed our plans completely. Instead, we're going to Johnston Canyon, and we will explain when we get there. Let's get on the road. We went back to sleep. We pulled into the lot here at Johnston Canyon, and we just decided to go back to sleep. It was dark out, and our whole purpose in driving early was to snag a spot, and it turns out there are plenty of parking spots left, but it is 7:15. We're gonna make coffee, and then we're gonna get the heck out of here. So, the plan for this morning is to spend the first couple hours here at Johnston Canyon. We're gonna go to the Inkpots, there are some waterfalls we wanna see, and then the rest of the day, guess you'll have to keep watching to find out.
It's cold in Canada, who knew? This trail is definitely starting out very gradual. It's not as intense at all as yesterday. and it is paved, so you don't really have to worry about your footing.
It's more crowded than it was at Lake Louise and Lake Moraine. Everyone had been telling us that it was going to be so busy in Banff National Park.
Yeah.
And we honestly didn't get it because we've been to so many national parks.
Right.
And Zion was more busy, Yosemite
Yeah.
was more busy, Yellowstone was more busy.
We're past the peak summer rush. Yeah, there was people there, but you expect that at a beautiful place, so that's the canyon right here.
Getting closer.
What do you think of the hike so far?
Absolutely gorgeous. This has already exceeded my expectations. We're right by the water the entire way.
I'd say that water's pretty clear, eh? All right, so this part is messing with my fear of heights a little bit. This platform is built out on the side of the rock here. Thankfully, it's short. That is just a platform jetting straight out of the rocks.
Should we do upper falls or lower falls first?
Well, let's do the lower.
Let's do it.
Come on, Bubba. What? There's a tunnel over there? That is cool. It looks kind of spooky, yeah?
There's like a little window to see the falls better, I think.
Nice.
But there's a little bit of a wait because it's a tight squeeze. The mist is coming at us. This is raging. Upper falls, here we come.
You ready?
Ready for this?
You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? How many waterfalls have we seen so far?
We've seen 3 waterfalls.
I don't know. I feel like we've seen like a dozen. There's so many waterfalls here. This waterfall number 20?
This is when I need one of those carriers, like to hook her on me.
Right. Oh yeah, I heard it could be a trickle.
Oh, it's raging right
Oh.
there.
I thought that was the waterfall. This is the waterfall. This is the final viewpoint platform here.
First workout for the day. Ooh, 40 pounds. Oh, sweet relief. Oh my goodness. That's 40 pounds. Ooh. If you can't do it with a 40-pound dog, you ain't doing it right.
Okay. That was the upper falls that we just witnessed. I feel like we're on like waterfall number 12 by now, but we're going onward to the Inkpots. That's cool.
Once you get off the waterfall trail, you get here to the Inkpots trail, and it's very forested, and also there's a little bit less people taking this trail. So you're just gonna kind of be one with nature.
The Inkpots is a collection of 5 pools that are blue-green water. And the water percolates up to the sand at different speeds, and the different speeds cause a difference in the water color. More blue or more green. Reminiscent of Yellowstone in a way. The water is just percolating up through the center there. You can see it trickling at the bottom of the pool. Definitely a lot of different shades of green and blue in this. The Inkpots are definitely reminiscent of Yellowstone. The different pools with different colors. I don't know if the water's actually hot like a geyser, but it coming out of the ground, the landscape with the river and the trees, I definitely feel like I'm in the Canadian Yellowstone. It's about 12:30 and it is time to make our ascent and then descent down back towards the parking lot. I think we got about, how many miles? 6 kilometers to go. I definitely recommend Inkpots. and the whole trail in its entirety.
Yeah, I think you should come out to this point. I mean, it's gonna be uphill on the way back for a good amount, but I do think it's worth it. This is so pretty, and these mountains, you can't beat it. By the time we get back, we'll have hiked 7 miles.
7.5.
7.5. And
Don't cheat us.
And Bella hikes that whole thing. I mean, I did carry her for a little bit, you know.
It is really hard to beat this part of the hike. I think this is my favorite for sure. This overflow parking lot definitely looks a lot different than it did at 8:30 in the morning, but there's still spots. I think it's time to roll out. It sure is a toasty one today. Goodness. We are going to restock, refuel, and head out towards the town.
Let's do it. I'm so happy to see Kat. She's so happy to see us. That was an excellent hike. I highly recommend it. But now,
this hike did a number on Denise. She's moving like she's 65.
well, here's the thing. Rita was on my lap and my legs were curled up.
I don't want to hear it. She's got the hips of a 90-year-old woman.
Y'all.
She just hit 30 and she's acting 90.
What can I say? 30 hit hard.
This is limp. Maybe you'll loosen up by the time you get in there.
I will.
Smells very strong in here of sulfur, and it is actually really, really warm. I'm surprised Denise still has a jacket on. It feels like it's 90 degrees in here. It's a very unique situation. It's not as spooky as I thought it was gonna be. But back in the day, people used to swim in here all the time. These waters seem very healing. I could go for a soak right now. There was an older gentleman that was just here that said back in the 80s they had candles all around the water and they would swim in here. But now it's protected.
This cave and these hot springs started the national park system in Canada.
Ooh, it's nice and cool out here. Ooh, it's nice to breathe in fresh air again, huh? Ooh.
I do really appreciate how they make sure to honor the First Nations, and you can do a tour where you get to learn more about the history of the First Nation people that call this place home. We're leaving. Just kidding, we're not actually leaving. This is how you get up to the upper springs,
More steps.
Oh, I know. My legs though, y'all, my legs are in working order again.
Yeah, you're not limping anymore? Your hips feel good?
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, don't come to Banff if you don't have your hiking legs ready.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna work them out real quick. You'll find them soon.
I was really excited to come here so we could touch the water with all its healing minerals and properties. And I thought that because the 2:30 tour, we're an hour late for that, we would not be able to do it. But one of the Parks Canada employees was super nice and he overheard us talking about it. And he's like, you know what? You can feel the water. Oh yeah, it's warm.
Is it hot?
Healed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, your arthritis will be gone, eh?
I'm totally healed.
Oh,
All right, there you go.
it's the source water.
Yeah.
And it was warm, but he said it varies in temperatures.
The higher you go, the hotter it gets. Look, this hand looks like the hand of an 18-year-old now.
And that's why my legs are working again. I touched the water and I'm cured.
She's back, baby. She's back.
I'm back.
Ooh, check you out.
Let's go.
Oh, this is the hole. Hello? Can you hear me in there? No one's calling back out to me.
I don't know, folks.
It's like somebody dumped a bunch of white paint in there.
They do not know why there's a slight radioactivity to this water.
There is a ton of cool geological features going on, none of which I will explain to you. You just gotta come here and find it for yourself. Read about, you know, the minerals and the rocks and the water and the radioactive amounts of bits. And
Long story short though, this water is incredibly healing. So many minerals are in this water and it's a cure for everything.
everything. Every ailment under the sun. We're chugging along. The hanger is getting us more steps and more hiking. It's It's wearing on us. We did the museum and then we went to the cave, and yeah, we've told you that it's the first park. And
Well, tell them again. Tell them what's up.
Two railroad workers came across the cave from the top, and they climbed down, had a ball, and then they started trying to claim the land, but they couldn't because of the zoning laws. So the government got involved, bought the land up, and designated it a national park.
And it's the first national park in Canada, and
First
it's what
national.
started the national park system here.
Isn't it so ironic that a hot spring is what created the park system in Canada? It's so cold here. Hot water is a premium. Please, 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 if you come here, do not touch the water. The Banff spring snail is endangered. Do not put your little dirty, grubby toes in this water.
It is actually the most endangered species here in Banff.
Yeah, you're cut off from the camera.
All right, we talk about being hungry a lot on this channel, but this time it's real, and we gotta go get some food. We gotta have a meal, so let's go now. Is that a deal? Let's do it. Shake on it. Bye.
All right, come on, let's hop to it.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so...
If anyone knows Denise, when she gets overly hungry, she just starts laughing non-stop, uncontrollably. If anyone has a scientific reason for this, please let me know. I've been concerned for many years now. And I could say Bob the Builder, and she would just die laughing.
No, that wasn't funny. All right, so... No, but let's be for real.
Okay.
We are actually gonna go get some food because clearly I am past the point of hungry. We'll see you at the place. We'll see you at the restaurant.
Bye. Goodbye. Yeah.
We just finished up at Rose and Crown. We got poutine, and they actually make their gravy vegan. So we got vegetarian poutine because we got cheese, to be honest. And it was pretty darn good, so if you want vegan or vegetarian poutine, go there. Anyway, the video's ending here. We appreciate y'all watching. If you want a full itinerary of everything we did on this trip to Banff, with the prices, all the places, when you should go, all of that, go to our website and you can figure that out. We have an article with all the details. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you all. And next week, we'll see you back here on Saturday, and we're gonna be at the ice fields. I can't wait for the ice fields, y'all. See you there. We're running late. We gotta go. We gotta catch the sunset. It is safe to say that we misjudged sunset. We are a little late, but what was nice is that this was about a 5-minute drive from the town of Banff. I mean, it's in the town of Banff. Yeah, it's super easy. And on top of that, you don't have to hike, and we have done so many hikes, as you know, the last couple of days. So this is just right from the parking lot. Look, right here.
It's a raging fall. It is powerful.
The view you're about to see is from the parking lot. 3, 2, 1.